joining me. Here we go. Okay, I'm super excited to show off some new products and kind of some older products that I'm doing in a little project for you all. So let me know in the comments if you're tuning in live or afterwards or whatever. Let me know where you're watching from. If you watched one of our live videos last week, you will recognize this card. And I showed it off quickly, and a bunch of people commented and said they wanted to see a little demo of it. So here we go. Here's your demo on how to make this holographic happy card. We're going to be using the new Creative Expressions big word dies from Sue Wilson. So there's a whole bunch here. Let's flip over so you can get a better look at some of these. There we go. Okay, so we've got our sample here. But these big word dies I really love. Like the packaging, you can't really tell what they are, so I thought I'd do a card with them. So it comes with the outline of the big word die and the inside of the big word die, and then this little tiny die to cut out all of the stamps that come with it. So, you know, like a birthday party, happy birthday, and you can just like wedge in your little stamp wherever, and it looks very, very cool. Definitely check it out on ecstasycrafts.com on our website. In these product descriptions, there's other pictures and sample cards that you can kind of get some inspiration from. So there's one that says surprise, and a bunch it's a surprise is one of the stamps for that one. Very cute. Celebrate for graduations, you know, all kinds of stuff. Just because is perfect. And the one we're going to use today is happy. So it comes with happy anniversary, birthday, happy dreams, happy Christmas, happy Thanksgiving. And then the little tag die there that you can use, which is awesome. And oh, Jana, yeah, they are cool, aren't they? Okay, so now what? Should we jump into it? We're gonna use, because we're using the Sparkle Shakers, which are holographic polyester ultra fine sparkles. They are so cool. They are so, so cool. They've got the little like pepper pot shaker style on them, kind of like just little dots. So I'll show you on here that you can get like just a little bit out, and I hope that the camera picks up the like holographic glitteriness of all of that. It is so cool. So ultra fine, so you can use it on a tape sheet. Here I've used it just on one of our double-sided tape sheets on some white cardstock, and then die cut it out for the background of the Celebrate die. So you can get, you know, there's 18 different holographic sparkle shaker colors. So you can get basically any holographic colored background you want. So that's a super easy way to use it. And then you just kind of burnish it once you apply it. You burnish it with your finger, shake off all the excess, and you're good to go. You can also stamp with them using the Flake and glitter glue. Here I've stamped another really cool thing that's new. The A6 series of the pink ink design stamps. I'm not sure if I've showed these off to you guys yet or not, but they are so awesome. The perfect size for card making. If you guys know the pink ink brand that we've carried for a long time, you'll know their stamps tend to be a little bit larger, which is awesome for kind of the UK style cards. They tend to make larger cards. And scrapbooking and that kind of thing. But they've released, just for us in the US, they've released an A6 size of a bunch of their popular designs. So there's the elephant, which is just beautiful. So perfect kind of smaller size for card making. Classy bird. Oh, that's so cute. The posh bird, I think those feathers and the peacocks, like these holographic sparkle shakers are just screaming peacock colors to me. And then Hogs and Kisses is very cute. So anyways, I just thought a side note. But you can stamp with these holographic sparkle shakers just by dabbing on. Here, I'll show you a quick. You just dab on, there's my stamp, with a little applicator, a little bit of flake and glitter glue onto your stamp it onto your paper. Should I just do one? You guys are all tuned in. There's a bunch of you watching, I can see. Say hi in the comments. I'll just do one. I'll show you because the reveal is very cool. So here, I've got my stamp mounted on there. That's the Narissa stamp, which she is just absolutely gorgeous, mermaid style. So I'm gonna just squirt a little bit of my flake and glitter glue to the side, get my applicator, just put a little bit on there. And it doesn't take much. And just dab, dab, dab all over my stamp. You don't, like, just a thin layer. You don't want to cake it on there because your stamp will get all gobbed up. And, I mean, this isn't going to be a perfectly detailed stamp. You know, we're stamping with glitter here, people. What do you want from me? But you'll see. You'll see. So just dab, dab, dab that on there. A fine, like a thin layer. Don't have to go crazy. And I'm just using, you know, a regular ink applicator. Okay. Now, we'll stamp onto here. So we're just going to go quick. Get that out of there. We don't need that. So you can let it tack up a bit. And 1, 2, 3. Go quick. Okay. And you're going to want to wash this right away. As soon as you're done your last like stamped image, get some water on this bad boy because they're easy to wash. The flake and glitter glue is easy to wash off when it's still damp, but once it's dried up, it's just such a hassle. Not impossible to get off, but trust me when I say just throw it in some water until you're ready to give it a scrub, and it'll make your life that much easier. Okay, so now let me remember. I think I'm gonna go some blues for her hair. Which one? Blue? Okay. Blue silk. That's what we're going for. Hi, Jody. Thanks for tuning in. Hi, Heather. Hi, Bonnie. Everybody. Wow, cool. Oh, Heather. Yeah, I think I just answered that, right? Just with some water after using the glue. It's water-based glue, so as long as you get to it before it totally dries up, you're good. Okay. There, sprinkled some blue silk onto there, and you can see the kind of like greens and silvers and different colors of blue that come out in this holographic glitter. Here's our teal one. Mix some of that into her hair because she's a mermaid after all. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna go, you guys get a bonus demo. How did you get talked into this? A bit of blue and the teal. Yeah, Jonna, absolutely. Okay, now I'm gonna go some pinks for kind of the seashells. I think, I can't really see the image, but it's a work of art, guys. And maybe we'll do the gold flame for her face. Kind of like a skin tone-y color. So just shake it on there. Okay, now ready to see this image emerge? Woo! So cool. One sec, let me tap that off. And you could save that in another little pot, all that excess glitter to use again. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? I love her. She's gorgeous. So just let that dry up and you're good to go. You can give it a little burnish once it's all dry. I'm going a little soon, but there you go. Yeah. So just make sure you let the flake and glitter glue tack up before you apply your stuff. And it really, like, you can let it sit for a few minutes and you're good to go. There she is, our beautiful Narissa. And then I'll show you here. I've also done her in, that's just like the mix of the glitters on black. Also looks really nice too. Different effect. Okay. Where were we, guys? How did I get so distracted? Back to our demo of our big word card. Okay. So, where was I? Let me find my stuff now. Okay. We're going with our card base for this card. This is what we're doing. Quit distracting me, everyone. Okay. So we've got our card base. So I've cut it to 6 1/4 by 6 1/2. And then I've cut a strip of white card to 1 inch by 6 1/2 inches. This is going to be kind of like our little hinge. And then we're using this gorgeous, how could we not, rainbow holographic mirror card. Can you see all of the colors popping out in that? I mean, we had to with the holographic sparkle shakers, right? Okay, so we've cut that to, what is it, 7/8 by 6 3/8. So just, you know, a little bit smaller than that strip. And we'll mount it on there. Where's my tape? What should I use? Maybe some, yeah, tape's fine. Double-sided tape. We could use foam pads if we wanted to pop it up a bit. Glue, whatever you got going. Okay. So here we go. Get that on there. Line it up. Perfect. And then I've cut another strip just to top it off. Again, just 1/8 of an inch smaller. So that makes it 3/4 by 6 1/4. Yeah, oh, Jody, I love that comment. It's a great option if you don't love coloring stamps, or you know, you got to brush up on your coloring skills a bit. Glitter's a great option. Okay, well, that one wasn't very straight, but you get the idea. You get it. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to do kind of the inside of our card. So this sheet is actually like the back of our card. So we're just going to build it up to make it nice and holographic and pretty. Throw this sheet of mirror paper. So I cut it to 5 inches by 6 1/4 inches. So we're just going to bring it in from the edge to give it a perfect little border there. There we go. And then this sheet is what, 1/4 inch smaller, so 4 3/4 by 6 inches, just to give us that little border around the edge. And this will be the inside of the card where we'll write, or where you would write a sentiment or whatever. Whoops, get it lined up, maybe. There we go. So we've got our little holographic frame there on the interior. Okay, now the fun part. We're going to grab the new lightweight clear acetate from Hunkydory. And I'm going to grab a sheet of that. And lightweight so that it bends, right? We need it to be able to bend so we can hinge it up and down to open and close our card. So, love the lightweight. It's a cool option. You can find that on our website. So, I'm going to get my stencil. This is the Mask JL14 from the Just Lou collection. And tack it down to one side of my acetate. Just with my magnets there on my magnetic craft mat from Nellie's Choice. Okay, now I've got my clear texture paste. This is what you're going to want for this project, because what's going to happen is the acetate is going to dry, or the texture paste is going to dry clear, and we're going to mix it with these holographic sparkles. So the texture paste is clear, and all we'll see is the swirl of the sparkles. So we could do all one color. We can do whatever we want. I'm going to get a gob of my texture paste. And then, what colors? What colors? It's always such a tough choice. Let's go maybe some green. Here's lime green. Always such a tough choice because I love them all. So I hope you can see there's like oranges and blues and pinks and greens shimmering in this lime, what did I say, lime green one. Then, and they kind of all go together so perfectly because there's holographic bits. It's like they all match. You really can't mess it up, guys. Let's go with the cerise pink. Here we go. Be kind of like a 70s vibe there. Now what? Should we do a third one? Should we go orange and go like full on 70s? Here's Copper Glow. Oh, I like it. Okay. So we just got them on there, and then I'm just going to pick up some of those sparkles and give it a swipe with the texture paste across my stencil. Now pick up some of the texture paste with the green sparkles and give it a smear on there. And we could do this effect with the texture paste, with the stencil on the clear acetate. We could do this look with, any of the texture pastes. Luna paste would be another nice one. Even pixie powders we could do this with if we wanted. Mixing pixie powder with the, or the pixie sparkles, guys. Mixing that with some texture paste. Some clear texture paste would be very cool. Okay. Just getting that on there. And again, once you've got your stencil on there, just pop the dirty stencil and your utensils and stuff into some water, and it'll come off easy. There we go. Happy with that. Jonna, you should do it. The big word dies. Oh, you're going to order one? I love them. They're cool. They're very cool. Okay. So I removed my magnets. I'm just going to peel the stencil off. So you can see our pattern, and it looks cloudy right now, but once it dries, you will be able to see just the holographic sparkles on it. So I've already got one. I just used the other stencil in this set. And I did it with some pinks and purples and silver. So here you see, I hope you see, I'll put it on some white paper, what it looks like when it dries. It's just the gorgeous holographic glitter, and we can use the like the kind of raised side from the side that we stenciled on, or we can use the smooth side, the other side of the acetate once it's dry. And this is the side we're going to use today to glue our big word die cuts onto. So let me clear this out of the way. So we are going to trim this guy up to, where's my cutter? Here we go. What did I say to trim it up to? Trim to 6 inches by 6.5 inches. So we need I'm going to go here, trim the edges up. So 6 inches. There we go. And what did I say? 6 inches by 6.5 inches. Oh yeah, because our card's 6.5 inches tall. So I'm going to trim it up and make sure I have, you know, just the stenciled part of the acetate on there. And then I've left this kind of other side here, and that's going to be our hinge. So I don't need to worry about it being covered. So 6.5, maybe. There we go. Lovely. Now, where did I throw our big word die? Okay. Cool. So we will hinge that on. I'm just going to use a little bit of double-sided tape. Hi, Marlene. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Art by Marlene from Art by Marlene has so many awesome stencils and masks that this would be beautiful with too, this card. Okay, so we've got our acetate tacked down on there, and then we are going to put this on. Get our little, kind of cover up that hinge. Finish that up. Beautiful. Okay, now we've got our happy die that I'm gonna remove this out of the way. I've got my Go Power and Emboss machine here. So I'm gonna turn it on, my electric machine. I freaking love this machine, guys. Before we got this machine, I had just the hand crank, which is still wonderful. But when you're doing so many projects, or, you know, my wrist gets tired sometimes, I'm crafting all the time. I love the electric machine. Now I can't live without it. Okay, so we're gonna take our word die and the outside die and put them both onto our holographic acetate and onto our boards there. Line it up as best as I can. And I'm going to run it through. There. And just pops out the other side, shuts off automatically. Guys, I love this machine. Okay, so now we're going to take the outside and the inside lines, pop out all the rest. There we go. Where's my pokey tool? There we go. Get all those little pieces poked out. I mean, how essential is a pokey tool to crafting, right? It's like the smallest little thing. And you end up using it for so many different little things. What is it? Pokey tool, prick tool, whatever. You guys know what I mean. Get that out. There we go. A couple more little pieces. There's so many little, cutouts. And there. So now we can glue it on, whatever. I'm going to just use some sticky specs. I think that will work perfectly for this to get our word on there. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to run just the letters. We don't need the outside part for this. I'm going to run just the letters through my Go Power so that can run through while I'm sticky specking the rest on. Onto a piece of white cardstock. So let that run through. Now I'm just going to peel back my sticky spec cover. Pick them up. That's done. Oh, got a lot going on here. Probably should have just done one at a time. Okay. Here we go. Now, I love the pinks with this. Oh, I want to move it up a bit. Get it centered as best I can. There. Tack that down. Now I need a little bit more on the bottom. Oh, the holographic. I love it. Tack that down. Perfecto. Cover those sticky specks back up for another use. Now we've cut out our letters from the white cardstock, and we're just going to fill in just the letters, not the background bits. So we're going to take kind of the inside cutouts from here. And a little bit of glue, and we're just going to wedge them right in to the spots. Here we go. So I'm not going to do right there because that's a background piece, right? I'm going to do this finicky little piece. That's the bottom of our H. And it just helps the letters kind of pop out a little bit more. Where did I put my pokey tool? And there's this little piece. Oh my goodness. Of course, we could just leave it with just the outline, but I feel like the letters need a little more kind of, something more to stand out against that cool background. We don't want to cover it all up. Now get this chunk for our A. Nice. And you can see it start to come together. And I mean, you could use this kind of acetate background idea for lots of different cards. You could then stamp right onto it if you wanted. You could do all kinds of stuff. Oh yeah, Jonna, using the sparkle shaker on the letters too. We could do, if we put a tape sheet on there and then ran it through the Go Power, we could just peel the tape off and do each letter like a different sparkle shaker color, or imagine just like all different shades of pink. Oh, now I wish, Jonna, you're just got tons of ideas, lots of inspiration. I love when you guys join and comment and we kind of can like build projects together. If any of you are watching and you're not already part of our Facebook group, Crafting with Ecstasy, definitely join that Facebook group and share the projects that you're working on, and we share stuff and everybody kind of gets inspiration from one another, and it's tons of fun in that group. There's always cool projects being posted. Actually, Bonnie, are you still watching? I saw the project you posted. Was it today or the other day with the window frames? I absolutely loved that one. There's always cool projects being posted on there. Lots of great work from everybody. Okay. Get that. And I'll probably make this demo into a blog post. So if you're ever looking for ideas or tutorials and that kind of thing, the inspiration tab along the top of our website, that's where you can find like all of our YouTube tutorials, all of our blog posts, the whatever upcoming virtual classes we've got. It's all under that inspiration tab. We've made it super easy for you to be able to find it all in one spot. Okay, last chunk. There we go. And like, that's the perfect little spot. If we wanted, we could add the little stamp in there. Happy birthday, or, you know, whatever. It's a perfect little spot. Or there, or wherever. You get the idea. Okay, that's it. Is that it? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, duh. Holographic. The diamond sparkles in the Aurora Borealis is like ultimate holographic sticker gems. So I'm going to put one of those on the inside corners. There. Should I do all four? Might as well. Bling it up. Holographic. Baby, we got to add the bling. Okay. There. And this one. There. Okay. There you have it. A holographic sparkle shaker, big word die, awesome card. So, thank you so much for joining me. It was a lot of fun. I love hanging out with you guys. I hope you got some inspiration from that project. And again, if you're crafting and doing whatever you guys are working on, share it with us on our Facebook group, Crafting with Ecstasy. I love to see your work. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your Monday afternoon, and I will see you later. Happy crafting. Bye.